Здорово, ребятушки, продолжаем играть в Hogwarts Legacy. В общем, там у нас продолжение квеста. О, щит, я это вижу.
Mine now, dummy guys.
День добрый.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Oh, щищ, oh, щищ, oh, щищ. О, вау, класс.
How do you feel?
Incredible.
Bruh.
I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf. Yeah.
О, щищ. Тут даже звуки поменялись, офигеть.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Right.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Бра. Бра, ну это вообще палевно, блин.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
What could the headmaster want?
Бра. Подождите, я даже проверю, секунду. Блин, что у меня с интернетом? Хз, что это? В переводчике не написано. Блин, что это за такое? Блин, очень интересно.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Headmaster, here, what could you want?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. Stand proud, pure...
Something is very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Boobertuber pus. Moustache paste.
Как ты на меня смотришь? Что за баги? What the fuck?
A word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Капец.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
О, все еще не сюда.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Привет.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Бра.
Something seems a little off with...
Конечно, офф. Он офнутый немножко бывает.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word, please.
Да,
Hello,
опять.
Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it
Ой,
is.
тут что-то упало все.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that one.
Bruh.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
О, вау, я это смотрю. Офигеть, как красиво. И да, я посмотрел киношку, зал там куда больше. Черт, я не могу заклинание использовать.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any.
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the noble banners of Gryffindor. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever.
Bruh.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Bruh.
Apologies,
Капец.
potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Черт. Блин, вот это факап, конечно, вот это факап, жесткий факап.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked.
Да,
Now to
конечно, не
speak the
сработает.
password to the
Он накажет
gargoyle.
того, кто это сделал, хедмастер, потом выяснит и накажет. Ну разве нет?
Revelio.
По мне так это очевидно. Я бы так сделал на любом месте. О, не, если бы кто-то пытался бы так со мной сделать, ох, как я бы отомстил.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up. What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse. Also known as the torture curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Офигеть, как же классно. А что здесь? Вау. Ну, в кино не так было. Один вход был. Как же красиво. А это что? Реперо. Ничего не произошло. Окей, -1 у нас. И коридор не так выглядел. А хотя... Нет, не так. Ну и все тогда. Bullshit. Официально уже. Ёлочка, блин, как классно разукрасили. Я так рад. Я счастлив. Геймерское счастье состоит в том, что ты просто видишь такие мелочи, и тебе приятно на душе. Третий этаж, кстати. О, еще вижу раз штуку. И только одна штука. И как с ней решать-то? А это еще выше. А что еще выше? Просто на секунду гляну. А, ну и все. Секунду.
Инсендио.
Что-то как-то это самое не работает. А, конфринга.
Ревелио.
Вообще, в первую часть показать, что там этажи почти бесконечные. Как тебя забрать? Акио. Окей, офигеть.
Ревелио.
Ну, anyway, прикольно, короче. Но не бесконечные этажи, естественно. Тут более реально, чем в кино. Ну, идем к хедмастеру.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ты что такое? Что ты такое? Жесть.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
Так и знал. Что там про армор было написано? Ну, логично. Где еще?
Revelio.
I asked him to car to tutor me in transfiguration, but he refused. I'm a lost cause. Isn't Sebastian Sallow's family from Feldcroft? I would have expected him to be from somewhere more posh.
It must be difficult to live in those remote hamlets with the Ashwinders running about.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village I've ever heard of.
Is Lower Hogsfield still dealing with that nasty goblin? Can't have been good for business.
So many interesting people from all over the world come through Hogsmeade. You never know who you'll meet. Spotted a vampire from Romania last spring.
Rumor has it there's an abandoned
Значит,
manor
вампиры
in
тоже
Argentine.
есть.
No one knows what happened to the family. Think I'll stay close to the castle.
Окей, интересные диалоги.
Revelio.
Так, где? Офигеть, как много всего здесь.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Да ты с этими гобстоунсами, блин.
Revelio.
А тут уже что-то есть или нет? Окей. Внизу осталось, ну ладно. Может, конечно там. Под Аллахаморой. Аллахамора.
Revelio.
Так где здесь? Логичненький там.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the
та
password.
самая комната. Только она немножко переделана вроде как. Давайте, ступеньки появитесь.
Toujours pure.
Вот это ты произнес хорошо, офигеть.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Сколько же эти картины гигабайт суммарно весит? Ой.
Revelio.
Могли это пройти или как? Та самая шапка, вот она, да, привет! Так она в другом месте лежала в этом. У Ходмастера, который был в этом Хогвартсе, в фильме.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
Опять мы в
I
этом
am
астрале.
here.
В Лимбо.
In this place, you may call me Neve.
Буду карандашом нарисовать.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Капец, а чё я не могу с ними драться? Я пытался, но я не могу.
I should have run when I could.
should be free by now. I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Что это за лимбо, реально?
I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
Жесть. Что это за лимбо из Death Stranding? Ну, этот, когда с ребенком коннектится, B2. Это не название группы. Там такая же хрень была, только более красистая и похожая на колду.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Капец. Я очень боюсь попасться, потому что буду, видимо, заново проходить.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
Привет.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Жесть. Да. Честно, на нас посмотрят.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
Damn it.
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
Вау. Как из клипа Take Me On прямо, зарисовка. У нас дар смерти появился.
I think I'm invisible.
Да ладно, у нас дары смерти появились. Да ладно, у нас теперь... Офигеть, нас вообще не могут заметить, вообще никак. Можем от смерти спрятаться, ничего никто не сделает нам.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Ну и, конечно, дар, который позволит избежать смерти.
Finally free.
Не увидит смерть просто.
Now where are you, Neve?
Это как в Assassin's Creed и любого Utility тоже, когда такая заставка идет, ты вот так
You
двигаешься.
have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Бузиновая палочка.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Вау. Еще третий дар смерти нам дайте, вообще класс будет.
I've never felt such power.
Йоу! Я смогу с помощью этого смерть убить? Йоу! Йоу, класс! Капец, условия. Вау. Слушай, там что-то есть, я думаю. Естественно. Так, третий дар смерти я забыл какой. Ну, плащ, бузиновая палочка и что еще? О, у нас как в доме финальный босс. Ну, давайте. В этом прикол. Как уже видите, хрен победишь.
Stone. This must be for me.
Так, а что это?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Let us always honor her memory.
Очень печально.
We won't be the same without her.
Бессмертие, по-моему, дар, или как?
You found me. But you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
What the heck? Так, это до событий.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Или это просто так вышло? О, щи, я знаю, что сейчас будет. Это был трайл, естественно.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Wow. Alright. Ну, погнали.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Продолжаем, ребятушки. Ну что, тогда будем вейт просто.
You can't imagine how
Где же находится эта штука? Я забыл. А, в самой жиже. Точно. Так, Dark Magic. Мне очень нравится Dark Arts. Щищ. Щищ. Так. Нам нужно свою комнату. Или не свою комнату. Щищ. Ну, сейчас моделизим тогда просто.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Капец, ты классно летаешь. Жестко уже. Такое ощущение, что налетал часов 1000.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Угу, dangerous. Смотря для кого dangerous. Блин, что ты задолбал? Ты бессмертный, что ли? Ну ладно, фиг с тобой.
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm.
Вот именно. Здорово.
I'll look after you.
Я то, что с ямы вниз просто испугался. За персонажа, не за себя. То, что это, блин, это просто фиаско было бы. Я, по-моему, ни разу не умирал в игре. Реально испугался. А где враг, я не понимаю. А это что?
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
И что с этим делать?
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Так, теперь нам туда, что ли?
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it.
Так, давай. Отлично.
Revelio.
Так, вот это уже опасненько будет. А, вот, вы мне и нужны, извиняюсь. Я думал, что вы враги. Раз, два, три. Гусь.
Assignment's all finished. Revelio.
Понятно. Ща мы тебя вижу. Тебя вижу. Всех вижу. Прячутся они, блин. Вообще даже пятигодцы абсолютно нежелательно. Почему мертвецы выставили? Их не уписать заклинания, видите? Только вот так. Ну так можно. У вас тут бесконечное количество, что ли? Все? Right. Так, без класс. Окей, давайте без класс, почему нет?
Excellent work today.
Wow.
Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
I take it you're ready?
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, The exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it in.
Куда бы? Сюда, я думаю.
Shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda.
Excellent wand work.
Yo.
Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Так, а ну-ка.
Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Что ж дверей здесь нет сейчас?
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
Apologies, Professor. Perhaps later.
Very well.
Потом спросим, наверное, как пойдет. Это просто долго ждать ответа. Так, опять мэп-чембер, да? Бра. Еще лучше. Просто... Давайте проверим, может это, блин, Брум медленнее, чем гиппогриф. Вау, я переместился сразу на этой Бруме. Класс.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Йоу, let's go. Лети, птица, лети. What the fuck? Почему здесь нельзя летать? Wait a sec. Как здесь слезть? Слезай. Как здесь слезть? Музыка играет, кстати, когда-нибудь садишься, прикольно. Так, все, я хочу, чтобы ты убрался. Как с тебя слезть? Вот. Все, ты мне не нравишься. Ушел, ты бесполезен. Прости. Так, как с тебя? Сорян, буду так. А, или там просто на фазе. А, щещ. Сейчас-то заново призовем. Лети, птица. Лети, лети, ап. Так, дальше... Я туда вообще прилетел или как? Щещ! Нет, вообще не туда. Или туда. И надо пройти через этот туннель. Фиг его знает. Сверху пролететь я не могу. Закройся! Так, все, ты стой. Уходи.
Who's there? I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else. Hello? Someone.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways.
Ага.
This looks intriguing.
That's defeated our encampment in the tower.
Who's that?
Да, все-таки так надо было идти. Ой, как ярко.
What are you up to now?
А ты спрашиваешь, будто бы что-то плохое делаю.
An intruder!
А где настоящий хедмастер был? Непонятно. Может, я прослушал, конечно.
Why is it not quiet enough?
Isn't it best, though, to sense one's way through the unknown? Surely I saw hoofprints in the forest the other day that I swear belong to you.
Какая большая локация, дэм. Давайте повеселимся, ладно. Здорово! Ей, молодцы. Я, кстати, промок, офигеть. Офигеть, это видно, как я промокаю, вау.
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
I received your owl. Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
Of course I care, Sebastian. We've come this far. Don't let your frustration get the better of you.
Fine. I'll defer to your keeper friends. For now. But I don't like it.
We don't have a choice. Now, shall we see why the triptych led us here?
Let's go, quickly, before we're spotted. Keep a close eye out. I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead.
I wonder what...
Raiding, I imagine. This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables. But it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
Какая-то бурильная установка. Какие-то враги, они близко к этому, Хогвартсу. И тут она бурильная установка.
Thestrals overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
Not everyone does.
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not going to trek up this mountain in silence.
Что это? Что мы прошли? Можно так?
Kill any who trespass.
Wait, we should have some sort of plan.
I'm through planning.
Я тоже.
Little moon calf.
You won't get away with that. Back to the thing.
They got what they deserved.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about dead goblins.
You could have got us killed.
But I didn't. Looks like Ranrock's loyalists were heading further up the path.
Это у него прям, блин.
Let's keep going.
Он стал злым. Каким-то слизеринцем стал. Был вроде как добрый. А сейчас вот.
Ranrock's gonna make everyone pay.
Anything made from goblin silver belongs to us. Whether it's a sword or a repository, whatever that is.
Did you hear that, Goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership.
Someone there?
Ну, Себастьян-то не убивает, он только левиоса говорит. Какая хитрюга, а?
I agree. Only good wizards are dead wizards. Ranrock's got that right. And I'll be most keen to help him achieve his goals in that regard.
It must be it.
Sebastian, wait.
Wait? For what? Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lord Gok said...
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it. That's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing. To find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lord Gok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine. Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Agreed.
Ну, агрит, так агрит, как бы.
So far, so good.
Charming.
Oh.
Spiders. How fitting. Almost as good as if I'd done it myself. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Да. Нам явно не сюда. Что за звук?
These spiders are determined to make a meal of us.
I'm sure.
Кстати, можно спасти? Да, творится.
Annoying little beasts, aren't they?
Levioso! Confringo! Incendio!
Ну, я бы спас. Может, что-то скажет. Ну, спать, что за звук, оно когда убирается что-то.
Levioso! Confringo!
Look at this place. Not really my style. A bit much, if you ask me.
Getting through the cavern can't have been the only challenge. Perhaps we should search for runes. Revelio.
Ah, okay.
We've seen rune symbols like these before. Can't get out of here quick enough.
Как арахнофоб играет в эту игру?
Nice teamwork.
Nothing like an angry troll to bring friends together. Revelio. Confringo.
Не. А, Реперо, точно, я туплю, что можно просто так. Какой Реперо? И еще.
That was a piece of work. More than one.
Да, две.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Вот, на бок встает, все, Левиоса второй не нужен. Вот так вот, все, кайф. Картинка из Майнкрафта. Вау, только она не пиксельная. Ты со мной?
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs, but the view, well worth it.
Ты что так помешан на комнатах?
Another barrier. We can blast through it, I'm certain.
Bombarda.
Ой, извиняюсь.
Confringo. Compulsor. Reparo. Revelio.
А там его-то как? Черт, я немножко упал. Да ты гонишь? Почему? Обратно все.
Wingardium Leviosa.
А сейчас придется Левиоса делать, да? Не, нормас. Ага. Тут нет, тут зелье есть. А разрабы знают, что идут направо в основном игроке, а потом уже налево.
Revelio.
Чё? Ты раньше не заметил-то.
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
The triptych pointed us here. Another rune symbol.
Revelio.
Feel as if I should be fluent in runic language by now. Could this be another area Isadora created?
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here. Revelio. I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
The final canvas piece to the triptych. We've done it!
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the Keepers and Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of this.
Undercraft.
I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
Huh. Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
What is it?
Let's find out.
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace.
А, теперь все сложилось, да. Окей.
Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
Thank you.
That worked?
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
All right. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this? Unnervesome.
Not everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. But someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean?
Там склейка была.
You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait.
Ah, okay.
I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felcroft, the destroyed painting. It was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care. If at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability. Please. Talk to the keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
Why did the keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
Yeah, let's go. New quest available. Quest log. Короче! Воу! Офигеть! Я хочу аваду-кедавру. Хочу аваду-кедавру! Быстро мне аваду-кедавру дать. Это ж куда эпичнее звучит. Блин, авада-кедавра! Класс вообще! Ну, Круцо тоже.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, over here.
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
Lumos.
Тебе не ярко? Ай. Не, просто не понимаю, что за баги, почему он даст морд на нас, это страшно. Я бы очень хотел его исцелить. Мне кажется, есть такое заклятие в Хогвартсе, чтобы исцелить человека. Вот. Я думаю, что есть, поэтому...
That brazier went out on its own. I wonder if it's a clue.
Ну, так, блин. Логично. Ребят, ну вы хелпаните хоть.
Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Давай, погнали.
Dark, ominous corridors.
Lumos.
My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one.
Тоже такая плохая шутка была.
It's like a locked door. Prepare what's on the ground. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
Lumos.
It must be the voice I hear.
The journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
The voice is ancient, sinister.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the 2 of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the 2 of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Look closely at each gate for clues.
Lumos. Confringo!
А чё со снейками делать?
The dial requires focus.
Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Что делать?
looking rather dire, isn't it?
Я не понимаю.
You sound surprised.
Revelio.
Designed by Salazar Slytherin.
Тут Салазар Слизерин, блин.
Lumos. This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Another gate.
Тут-то легко.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
Dink.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first.
Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it.
Так, это никак не открыть. Или открыть. Или никак не открыть. Фиг его знает. Пробовать лучше не буду.
Lumos.
Свинья и какая-то хрень.
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive.
Lumos.
Nice work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. Another, not the welcoming sort, was he?
Можно только верхнюю запоминать, а нижнюю просто подбирать. Она сама
Another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
Sheesh.
The gates! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
You know him better than I do.
Very well. Wish me luck. Wish we had some liquid luck. Ominous, I know this is the last thing you want to do.
Revelio.
Есть, кстати, этот liquid luck.
You knew me better.
But this is different. Whoever you cast it upon would have agreed to it first. It wouldn't be an innocent victim. We have to open the door.
The spell won't work unless you mean it. That's true of all unforgivables. If it must be done, then one of you must cast it.
Давайте я поговорю.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I don't want to learn the curse, but I can handle the pain. It's fine. Cast it on me.
I shan't forget this. Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you alright?
Как ты еще хорошо пережил. Блин, жалко моего персонажа, сорян. На Себастьяне.
Are you alright?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
Made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Потому что нормально там, типа, и есть что-то.
Revelio. Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. We shouldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Dungeon? Sheesh.
I see a way out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous.
Wow.
About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful.
Блин, жалко. Я так хотелось этого.
To know what happened to her. Thank you.
Что, мне реально не дадут теперь из моего выбора? Мне не дадут кастануть это самое? Серьезно? Это я просрал заклинание Крушу? Без шуток? Ты стебаешься? То есть нужно быть мразью, чтобы это самое? У меня слов нет.
Yes.
Точно, мы здесь были. А, 80 метров до профессора Шарпа, офигеть. Ну точно, уже рядом со слизеринцами этими. Какая-то странная лестница. Ну, только идти долго, да. Еще одна елочка. Это же еще одна? Да, еще одна елочка. Вау, классно. И еще две. Вау, как красиво. Дэнг. Уже все окончательно новогоднее прям. И учеников нет. Ну, очень классно.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Профессор, вы здесь? Оу!
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo.
Incendio.
I would encourage you once again to practice in the class. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction. As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Да, капец. All right. Долго. Давайте просто походим. По Хогвартсу время пройдет и уже будет.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Как там на уличке?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's
тут тоже
gobstones.
елочка. Офигеть, как классно. Даже этого украсили, вау. И тут везде все украшено. Офигеть. Как же красиво. А ты что здесь делаешь? Вы министр? Хедмастер, здравствуйте! А вы что здесь делаете? Здравствуйте, здравствуйте. Что по ночам, не понимаете, блин, делаете? Ты в порядке?
Can't see this being much good to a half-blood. What about you? What do you think?
For detention.
Why are you doing this? It's cruel.
Please! Incendio! No! It's Black! He's coming!
Now look what you've done.
He's nearly here! Hello, Headmaster.
Glacius. Well?
They took my book, sir.
I wasn't talking to you.
Sir, I can
We're very sorry, Headmaster.
Putting my reputation at risk with your
Repairer.
infantile antics.
He's a half-blood, sir.
The wise rabbit doesn't seek to outrun the tortoise, because it's not necessary. On your way. And you, stay out of their way.
Ах ты!
If you hadn't been distracting me...
I told you, but you wouldn't listen.
Офигеть, а хедмастер не мог помочь даже. Ну, блин, какой сволочь. Короче, по ночам полезно шляться. Как это не звучало. В Хогвартсе как минимум. Много новой инфы узнаешь.
Revelio.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. What do you want?
Bruh. Прямо здесь. Что это?
Levioso. Reparo.
А, папочку нужна. Я не знаю, где ее найти.
Lumos.
Тут тоже елочка, вау. Классика играет. Как это решить? Непонятно.
Revelio.
Нафиг надо. Хезе, потом мы поймем. Сейчас пока что не ясно.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Каждый раз ты говоришь, каждый раз меня это бесит. Да, я вижу вот один.
Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Accio!
А где бал, где танцуют, кстати? Интересно.
Aloha Mora.
Здорово.
Revelio.
Мерлин, кстати.
Revelio.
Ой. Ой-ой-ой, как так-то? Ой. Типа спит. Вау. Тут что-то тоже должно было быть вроде как, да? Ты что здесь делаешь? Гарри Поттер? The heck? Ночь же. А, уже почти утро, да?
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Confringo.
О, аллилуйя. Три, 1, 7, 8, 8, 8, 11. А это... Это... Да ладно! Да ладно! Я понял, как их решать? Чего? Чего? Ну, с двумя-то по... Блин! То есть, в этом есть логика? В этом есть логика? Офигеть! Что я нашел?
Revelio.
Офигеть! Я... Блин, в этом есть логика, правда. Я просто так вот вижу это. Это мы знаем, где мы.
Revelio.
Ага. Те. Оу, щит. Железный человек 3. О, люди появились. А, светло стало. Ужас. Мы только что здесь были.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumph and tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard killing industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
Bruh.
And now for a stroll to the Bell Tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the late early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts.
Интересный урок.
Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lodgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day. Where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious students
Revelio.
find him on display here in the bell tower.
No, this isn't.
All students introduce themselves to this hero.
Can you tell me where I might find Grimbold Weft?
Oh yes, Grimbold Weft. Quick with a needle and thread, that one. He's a fascinating artifact of the Goblin Rebellion of 1752. At any rate, he can be found nearby, perched in his case.
Accio! Revelio!
Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Athbuttle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment. Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights, or rather, statues of knights, I should clarify. Keen-eyed students will spot the statue of Sir Athbuttle of the cheerful countenance nestled among the ranks.
Abandoning class to wander the halls is in keeping with Professor Binns.
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, Sir Athbuttle, or rather the statue of Sir Athbuttle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out.
Alright.
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned earlier?
Oh yes, Sir Afpuddle, or rather the statue of Sir Afpuddle. It can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out.
Sir Afpuddle?
Revelio.
This is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon. Fearless mouse hunter and devoted study. People have always loved their pets. I find that comforting.
Okay.
Confringo! Revelio.
There's nothing quite so magical as history. Dusty.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Afpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Afpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True. But imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it. History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say.
Alright, это все?
Revelio.
At least I like to say that.
Sir Skagglethorpe the Heedless once challenged a mountain troll to a game of musical chairs. Care to guess who won?
Ты злой.
If you fail history of magic, you're doomed to repeat it. The class, that is.
Окей, чему учат в школе? Не убиваться. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Видимо, это учат в школе. Класс. Точнее, не это, а этому. Русский язык, черт подери. Так, ты яблоко ешь. Где эта красивая девочка, которая была в начале? Классная, дикая, четкая. Я думал, с ней сюжетка будет, она только 2 раза появлялась. Бред какой-то. Офигеть. Они это продумали. Вау, классная анимация.
So I end up just talking to everyone and nothing gets done.
Что-то уж снег уже.
You're right. Scoring 15 goals should certainly warrant a win in my book.
That's what I'm saying. You could be in prime form. Your team's 14 goals to 1.
Кажется...
They catch the snitch and you're even. It's an outrage if you ask me.
What would you have it be then? If it wasn't 10 points for a goal and 150 for the snitch?
Well, I'd have it at least be 11.
11? 11 points for a goal.
Now that I think of it, if it were up to me, I could go up to 50.
50? 50 for a goal?
Yes. Yes. That's what I think's fair.
I see. You get 3 goals, and the other team catches the snitch, and then you're even.
Now I'm hearing it. Still sounds unfair. There's no way of making that game fair, and that's the trouble.
It actually does seem fair to me. It is the nature of sport, isn't it? There has to be a winner and a loser.
Oh, you're a cold one, aren't you?
Anyway, I thought you'd never played Quidditch.
What?
I remember you saying you had an inverted kneecap and could never get on the broom right.
Oh, well, yes, that's the thing. Shame, really, that I can't play.
I've seen you running up to the astronomy tower, though. You're even first there sometimes.
Well, they're funny things, kneecaps. It's when you're on an incline, it's not so painful. Just the broom, mainly, it hurts.
You don't know a lot about Quidditch, do you?
No. Really a herbology person, if I'm honest.
Made the mistake of leaving my potions homework in the common room. I'm convinced Peeves absconded with it.
Don't know why the common rooms all have secret ways of entering. Who wants to go into someone else's common room anyway? We were sorted for a reason.
Ugh, I can't wait to have a nap in front of the fire in the common room later. After Sharp's last class, I've earned it.
Да, Пивз тупой персонаж, согласен. Нафиг вообще написали Джоан Роулинг, зачем? Что я хотел сделать-то? Я забыл уже. Ладно, ребятушки, давайте продолжим в следующий раз. С вами был стример. Всем удачи, всем пока. До новых встреч.